in Singapore. Actually in Little India though. Check this out. Anyway, we're in Singapore. We're only here for 48 hours. We had to go on a visa run from Bali since you only get 30 days, and we're here in Singapore. Singapore is known as one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in. So I was prepared for high prices when I came out here. We're staying in a hostel. It's pretty janky, but it's less than 20 bucks Canadian a night, and they're letting me stay in a dorm. I'm right in the thick of it. I got an MRT card. You can take the subway to the airport, and it's really affordable. And I'm gonna tell you ways that you can come to Singapore with your kids, and it's not gonna cost you an arm and a leg. So in this video, we're gonna do the cheap or free stuff to see and do while you're in Singapore. This is the Buddha Tooth Temple. The legend is that they actually house one of Siddhartha's teeth in the upper floor. Yes, you heard me, Buddha's teeth. I knew we were coming to temples today, so I dressed appropriately, but Elle did not, and they just gave her a lot of clothes to cover up her awful, slutty body. Kidding. She's not slutty, but she's Western. She shows a lot of skin. That's Buddha slutty. So we've gone to temples and Luna's tapped out, and now we're in Chinatown and we're about to eat this delicious vegetarian food. There's a way in which we eat this. Go for it, Elle.
We're literally just putting this in here, and then we're trying this one first, as he explained, and putting it in that.
Check these out. They look so good, and it was 16 bucks Singapore dollars, which is pretty much the same as Canadian for all this, plus drinks. So, you know, it's like a little bit better than Toronto, the prices here. Here I go, I'm gonna pour it in. Yep. Oh my god, it's like the best mushroom noodle soup I've ever had in my life. This one's missing out.
No ties, no price, no need, so free. I don't care what you say, what you do, how you feel, as long as you can show me a good.
So in searching for something to do that has air conditioning, we came to the National Museum of Singapore. What do you think, Luna? Okay, well, we got all our information from this online blog that said that it was free to go to the National Museum, but it's $15. And since Singapore is hella expensive and we're not looking to spend money, you got a pretty view of an interior of a museum. Now we're gonna go somewhere else that's free.
I don't wanna be so emotional. Just
Decided to come to the Iron Orchard Mall, which is like where all the like Fendi, Gucci, Prada, Dolce stuff is. And now we're at their art gallery, the Ion Art Gallery on the 4th floor. Luna needed a bit of a walk. I needed some good old-fashioned AC, and here we are. Art, getting arted.
I don't care what you say, what you do, how you feel. As long as you can show me a good time. I don't need promises, honestly, no big deal. As long as you can show me.
A really hot tip, in Singapore you can go to the change room, bathroom. It's just a change table, place to nurse, you know, if you don't want to nurse in public. But a lot of times they have hot and cold water filters and bottle warmers, so you can fill up your water bottle. You can also buy diapers, like buy the diaper here. Let the water bottle fill up. One of my hot tips on how to be cheap in Singapore. Technically we're on day 2 of our trip to Singapore, but I thought this was as good a time of any in this amazing lighting to tell you about the place we're staying. So Singapore is really expensive in terms of lodging. It's like the cheapest I could find on Airbnb to book a room was $60 a night. And I was like, I'm not gonna go there for $60 a night for 3 days, F that. So we got this room, as you can see. It's an all-women's dorm. It's got 2, 4, 6 beds. Shower's decent, it's not cold, and it's right in Little India, so the location's great. And Little India's got so many MRT stations. It's great being here. The people who work here are great. Things are cheap. There's, you know, great food around. It's easy. It's easy, easy, easy. I recommend if you want to do Singapore with your kids on a budget, then you want to stay in Little India or Chinatown. I'm not gonna lie, everything I ever wanted for my altar at home is here in this market, and we only have a carry-on. Saves me from shopping. Luna's got a balloon and she's happier than a pig in shit. We're gonna choose your own noodle place here where you pick from this, whatever you want, and then you pick your noodles. You want some fideos? Luna and I are gonna share one because I don't know. And it's pretty well priced. It's like $6 per. And Luna's. We just went and asked for rice for Luna and they gave it to us for free. It's not even from the place we bought the noodles, and they were like, nah, just take it. How nice is that? I'm here with my friend Ash, who's born and raised Singaporean. And we've come to just really like a food court that's, but still most dishes here are, you know, between what, $6 and $7?
$6 to $7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went to a place where I got to pick everything off a wall.
Yeah.
We got 2 different kinds of soup. I've got the curry version. He's got the regular soup version. And Luna got her free rice. And now there's also a drink that's been coming to the mix. So what's the deal with the drink?
This is bandung. It's
Bandung.
rose syrup mixed with condensed milk. It's like a local drink. Yeah.
Rose syrup with condensed milk. Just for the record, it's like 7,000 degrees here all day, every day, and their local drink is condensed milk. Asians always want to take it up a notch. Okay, can I try it?
Yeah, give it a go. Too sweet?
You know what? It actually tastes like crushed up rose petals with some sugar and milk.
Really? Where is rose syrup?
Like it tastes like rose, like essential oil. It really tastes like roses. It's good. It seems fattening and bad for you, but it's good. Like it's good. It tastes good in that it must be really bad for you with. Shit, that's good. Okay, well, I'm gonna tuck into my noodles here. Here we go.
Enjoy.
He actually suggested to me that I try the seaweed and chicken, which I think is this. It's really good. It's like very Japanese tasting.
Yeah, it actually comes from the Japanese culture.
Like something that's really, Singapore's really known for is it's a super multicultural place. Every part of Asia is represented, but then the food, they like mix it all together. So it's normal to be trying food that's got like this pepper with some kind of rice paste in the middle is very Chinese. And then at the same time, I also had and then there's Indian curry here. But like bok choy, what I just ate, very Chinese. And then there's like chicken wrapped in seaweed, which is very Japanese, and it's all in one bowl in one restaurant. And Luna's addicted to the rose drink.
Mommy.
Sí, estás bien.
Just wanna dance, want a simple romance, nothing more, nothing less from you. Just take the night and
Look at this boat. So weird.
no ties, no price, no need, so free. I don't care what you say, what you do, how you feel, as long as you can show me a good time. I don't need promises, honestly, no big deal, as long as you can show me a good time. I don't care.
Before we go on this like legendary trip across to that expensive, super touristy spot, we're gonna eat a local tradition here. It's an ice cream sandwich and it's $1.50. And we both want one. Right, Luna? Want an ice cream sandwich? Chocolate?
No.
All I need is short-term devotion. I don't wanna be so emotional. Just wanna dance, want a simple romance, nothing more, nothing less from you. No ties, no price, no need, so free. I don't care what you say, what you do, how you feel, as long as you can show me a good time.
So we're at the famous Marina Bay Sands shopping center. It's hella expensive in here. I probably can't afford anything, but there's still cute things to do with kids like this down there. In these expensive malls, there's still always something free to do for kids.
Don't worry about a thing, 'cause you.
Okay, we're about to walk in now to Gardens by the Bay. So this is like really the only free thing to do down here. There's the mall to shop at, there's the $500 a night hotel. You can't afford any of the food here if you want to stay on a budget, but you can come to the Gardens by the Bay, which is the fake ass trees that light up. And we came right around dark, although I don't know if we're gonna get it, just to see if we can see them light up. Because it's supposed to be spectacular. So you know, we're on top of a building right now, and all these trees are here. Yep. Look how insane this is. It is like Avatar Park. Okay, so we're not going up in that, even though it looks really cool. What do you think, Luna? Because there's a queue, i.e. a lineup. And we've seen enough. We don't do lineups well. I got a baby under 2. Apparently they light these suckers up at night, and I bet it's really pretty. It does look a lot like Avatar. Like, look at this shit. It's even kind of purpley. Those are all plants. In addition to plants, there's also speakers and wires, and you can hear a low buzzing hum coming off them. So it's like Avatar / a bit creepy. It's totally something out of Dubai. Singapore is very Dubian. Or they have their own way they make satay, and now we're gonna try it. We're gonna compare some satay. Okay, so here we are at a hawker market, which is where you can get cheap eats in Singapore. Singapore's famous for these all over. They're in Little India, Chinatown. Where's this one?
This is called Lau Pa Sat.
Where is it?
It's in the CBD area, nearby Raffles Place. Closest MRT will be downtown MRT station.
So yeah, this is like more in like the financial district, but I still got like, look at this, all this satay, chicken satay with rice and cucumbers and stuff with some great peanut sauce for only $7. And Ash was nice enough to buy me a beer. This was $5. I feel like a Tiger beer for $5 is a little expensive, but for Singapore, it's really, really good. Anyway, I can't wait to try this satay.
Singapore style.
Singapore style. It's good. It could be spicier though. By far the best thing about Singapore that I can pass on is that the MRT, which is their subway, is amazing. You can get from the airport to basically anywhere in the downtown hub that you'll be staying or hanging out for about $3. They accept all kinds of cash, so you can use your visa if you just get off the airplane and you don't have any Singapore dollars yet. And jump on the MRT. It's totally safe. It runs late at night. You can even take it at midnight from the airport. It takes about 30 to 40 minutes depending on where you're going downtown. That's like an approximation to get wherever. It's clean, it's safe, it's easy, and it's cheap as hell.